not in words we used to say. Every silence had a rhythm, only I could feel that way. You never left your footsteps on the floor or on the street, but you settled somewhere deeper, where my breath and blood still meet. I don't hear you when I'm calling, I don't see you when I turn, but my body keeps on knowing every place you didn't burn. Your memory sleeps in my pulse, like it never learned to go. Every beat repeats the moment I was loving you alone. I don't cry the way I used to, I don't break, I just exist. Your memory sleeps in my pulse, like a secret I can't dismiss. I fold the days like letters, never sent but never gone. I speak your name in whispers when the night is holding on. You don't haunt my dreams anymore, you don't call me in my sleep. You just stay beneath the surface, where my heart refuses peace. I've forgiven what you couldn't, I've released what I can bear, but some love lives in the body, even when the mind's repaired. Your memory sleeps in my pulse, soft and steady, never loud. It doesn't hurt the way it did then, it just weighs me like a cloud. I moved on in all the right ways, still there's something I can't lose. Your memory sleeps in my pulse, like a truth I didn't choose. Maybe love is not a feeling, maybe it's a mark in time, something written in the nerve ends, something living past goodbye. If I ever stop remembering, if my heart forgets its role, I'll still feel you in the echo of the life inside my soul. Your memory sleeps in my pulse, but it doesn't own me now. I can carry what we were without asking myself how. I won't beg the past to stay here, I won't chase what I outgrew. Your memory sleeps in my pulse, but my future beats brand new. I don't need you to be near me, my heart remembers enough. Feels wider than it should, like it's missing something good. Every chair knows how you sat, Every corner whispers back, I didn't break when you walked out. I stayed too calm, I stayed too proud. But now the quiet hits too deep, like pain learning how to breathe. I thought the hurt would fade with time, but it learned my daily life. Everything hurts where you used to be. Every space remembers you and me. Even joy feels incomplete, like it's standing on weak knees. I don't cry, I don't fall apart, I just take in every part. Everything hurts where you used to be, and I don't know who I'm meant to be. Your name doesn't break my chest, it just lingers and never rests. Like a bruise I learned to hide, under moments I survive. I pass the places we once knew, they feel empty dressed as new. I smile like I've healed enough, but healing's not the same as love. I don't miss you like before, I miss the life I felt with you. Everything hurts where you used to be, even laughter sounds too thin. Every dream lost gravity when you weren't there to lean in. I don't scream, I don't fall apart, I just carry the aftershock. Everything hurts where you used to be, like my heart forgot how not to need. Maybe pain is love with nowhere to go. Maybe letting go is learning it slow. I don't want you back inside my days, I just want the hurting to change its shape. Everything hurts where you used to be, but it's softer than it was before. I can breathe through the memory, I don't collapse on the floor. I survived what I couldn't see, I outgrew the version of me. Everything hurts where you used to be, but I'm still here, and that's healing. Some wounds don't close, they just stop bleeding. I folded my days around your name, like it was something safe to say. You promised nothing, still I hoped. Built a future out of things you never wrote. I learned your moods are quiet signs. Ignore the warning every time. I thought love meant I'd understand, even when you slept. table expected night. I stopped expecting your reply, still flinched when my phone lit up with light. I rewrote endings in my head, where you turned back, where words were said, but reality was cold and clear. You were gone while my heart learned to rearrange. You moved on in quiet ways, left me alone with what remained. I loved you longer than you stayed, and paid the price you never paid. Maybe love was never meant to last, maybe timing always cuts too fast, but I know this much is true to me. I stayed where you stopped choosing we. I loved you longer than you stayed, long after your goodbye decayed. I carried hope you couldn't hold, loved you warm while you went cold. You closed the door without regret, I'm the one who hears it yet. I loved you longer than you stayed, now I'm learning how to walk away. I love again, just not that way. Not longer than someone decides to stay. You stopped asking how my days had been, but somehow still knew when I gave in. The room got loud with things unsaid, while you slept peaceful in your head. I spoke in pauses, you looked away, like distance was something you learned to say. I felt smaller every time you answered love with borrowed time. You never raised your voice or left a trace, but absence started wearing your face. Your silence learned my name, said it softly every time you turned away. You knew exactly where I'd break, showed up when you chose escape. You never said goodbye out loud, but quiet taught me what I waited for words you never owned, still packed my heart where you'd unload. You listened without staying near, heard my fear but disappeared. Love felt one-sided in slow motion. I drowned in almost devotion. You mastered the art of staying calm while I kept bleeding in your arms. I begged for truth you wouldn't say, so quiet, did it in your place. Your silence learned my name, memorized the sound of all my pain. It stood between what we became and everything you couldn't claim. You never promised, never lied, just let me hold while you withdrew inside. Your silence learned my name and left before the blame. But maybe love shouldn't hurt this clean or fade behind invisible seams. But I stayed talking to empty space until quiet answered in your place. Your silence learned my name, but I won't answer it the same. I won't chase echoes down the hall or beg for words you won't recall. You taught me lost without a sound, but I'm the one still standing now. Your silence learned my name, now I'm learning how to walk away. I won't wait where nothing speaks. Some goodbyes are quiet, but they still leave. Trace the lines where your hand once lay. Every corner whispers of yesterday. The laughter froze before it bloomed. Now empty rooms are all I've assumed. I replay the nights that never came, the words we never said, the unspoken flame. Even the silence held a weight of all the love we couldn't translate. I keep reaching for shadows you left. Every almost tears me to that. What we almost were still hurts. The echoes of us feel the worst. Moments that slip through our hands, promises we didn't understand. I still feel you in every scar, in the quiet breaking of my heart. What we almost were still hurts. Leaves me standing in reverse. I walk past places we could have known. Each step reminds me I'm alone. Your smile lingers in fading light. I chase it through the lonely night. Every plan that never came true, every dream I shared with you. Even the stars seem to pretend that some things just don't ever end. I hold the pieces of our might have been, learning how to let go within. What we almost were still hurts. The echoes of us feel the worst. Moments that slip through our hands, promises we didn't understand. I still feel you in every star, in the quiet breaking of my heart. What we almost were still hurts. Oh, and leaves me standing reversed. Maybe time will dull the ache, but some memories never break. I forgive the love we left unsaid, and cradle every tear I've shed. What we almost were still hurts, but I'm learning life can still aside. Strength in places you couldn't stay, love in ways that won't decay. Even if the past calls my name, I can rise from the hurt and pain. What we almost were still hurts. But I'll live beyond the verse. Let the shadows rest tonight. Carry the almost out of sight. Packed your name into every goodbye, like I could fold it small enough to hide. You said you needed space to breathe, but I was still holding what we used to be. The days kept moving, I stayed behind, counting moments you left undefined. You walked away like it was a lie. I stayed to feel every goodbye twice. I let go slower than you did. I stayed where love still lived. You dropped us like a finish line. I reread every side. You learned how to forget me fast. I learned how to make the feeling last. I let go slower than you did, and it broke me bit by bit. Your laughter doesn't haunt the room. It's worse, it's how it vanished too soon. I talk to silence like it knows the shape of you, the way you'd go. I kept the promises you outgrew, like they still belong to me and you. You called it over clean and clear. but I'm still standing as I carried us when you were gone. I felt the night stretch far too long. You forgot the weight we shared. I learned how heavy love can get. I let go slower than you did, but I survived every step. One day I'll say your name and feel no ache, but tonight I'm still learning how to let go break. The door didn't slam, it just stayed still, like it wasn't sure who left. Your name lives in the corners. I try my best to forget. I don't look for you in faces or ask the night your name, but when the room goes quiet, my chest remembers the pain. My heart still knows where you went, even when I don't ask. It feels the weight of your leaving, like a shadow I don't chase back. I moved on with my breathing, learned to smile again, but my heart still knows where you went. I packed away the memories, like letters never sent. I told myself I was stronger than every what if you meant. I don't wait by old windows or wish upon your return, but love doesn't disappear, it just changes what it burns. My heart still knows where you went, even when I feel whole. I don't live in the past anymore, but it still visits my soul. I don't follow the feeling, I let it come and then bend, but my heart still knows where you went. Maybe knowing isn't longing, maybe it's just proof that loving you once was honest and true. My heart still knows where you went, but it knows where I am too. I didn't lose myself loving you, I just learned what love can do. I don't need answers or endings, I don't need to pretend. My heart still knows where you went, and it's okay in the end. Some loves don't come back, they just stay understood. And my heart remembers you in the quiet way it should. Still remember how the sunlight touched your face, a quiet glow that made the world feel safe. But even daylight couldn't keep you near. You slipped away before I felt the fear. Now every corner of this empty room still carries traces of a love that left too soon. And I keep chasing ghosts you left behind, trying to outrun the shadows in my mind. I'm lost in the echo of your last smile, the one that faded as you walked another mile. You left a silence I can't learn to tame, a missing heartbeat, a whisper in your name. Every memory lingers for a little while, but I'm still lost in the echo of your last smile. Your laughter lingers in the spaces of my chest, like something beautiful that never learned to rest. I trace the moments where we came undone, the weight of everything we almost could have become. I reach for pieces you no longer claim, but all I find is the ghost of your name. And I keep standing where the truth feels thin, hoping you'd look back one more time again. I'm lost in the echo of your last smile, the one that faded as you walked another mile. You left a silence I can't learn to tame, a missing heartbeat, a whisper in your name. Every memory lingers for a little while, but I'm still lost in the echo of your last smile. Maybe love was meant to bruise, a gentle ache we're destined to lose, but I still fall into the places where we tried, searching for the warmth you left behind. I'm lost in the echo of your last smile, but I'm learning how to breathe without denial. The quiet wounds you scattered in my hands are healing in ways I didn't understand. Every sorrow softens after a while, though I was lost in the echo of your last smile. I close my eyes, but this time I don't stay lost. Said goodbye like it meant nothing, but the silence cut so deep. I tried to smile through the breaking, pretending I could sleep. The clock kept whispering midnight as I replayed your last words slow. You left without a reason, and I'm still learning to let go. If love could echo past the pain, would you call my name again? If tomorrow never hurt us, would our voices fade in vain? Would the stars forget the story that our hearts once tried to say? If forever lost its promise, would your memory still stay true? If tomorrow never hurt us, I'd still be calling out for you. I keep your sweater by the window where the sunlight used to fall. The scent of rain reminds me you once meant everything at all. I walk the streets of what we were in the echoes of our past, and every step I take alone still leads me where you last. If I could turn the hurt to sound, would you somehow turn around? If tomorrow never hurt us, would our voices fade in vain? Would the stars forget the story that our hearts once tried to say? If forever lost its promise, would your memory still stay true? If tomorrow never hurt us, I'd still be calling out for you. Some nights I whisper to the sky just to feel like you reply, but the wind only carries tears of words you'll never hear. If tomorrow never hurt us, would love still find a way through time? Would the silence keep our secrets or erase what once was mine? If tomorrow turned to shadows and the dawn forgot your name too, I'd still be waiting in the dark, still calling out for you. So if tomorrow never hurt us, I'd still believe it new. Left your name in every room. Your laughter haunts the afternoon. I reach for air, but all I find are echoes of the things we left behind. The walls still hum our favorite song, but it's been quiet for too long, and I don't know how to move That's where my heart once was. The clock still ticks, but time feels wrong. Each minute drags the night too long. Your ghost sits where the sunlight fades, and I keep talking to your shade. I'm learning how to breathe again, but every breath still tastes like then, like losing you all over again. There's an empty space where my heart once was. You took the light, left only dust. Every dream still whispers us in the silence after love. I still search the dark because that's where my heart once was. If healing means forgetting you, then I'd rather live with every bruise, 'cause missing you is what feels true, and I don't know who I'd be without you. There's an empty space where my heart once was. You took the light, left only dust. And though the world keeps turning fast, my love for you still holds me back. Forever lives inside the past, where my heart once was. I still go back to where my heart once was. I see your face in the city lights, a shadow flickers in the night. Every corner whispers your name, but nothing feels the same. You're everywhere I used to be, and every breath that won't set me free. I'm chasing your ghost through the rain and the dark, through every echo that haunts my heart. You're gone, but you still remain a sweet ache I can't explain. I'm chasing your ghost, I can't let go. You fade, but you never go. Your laughter hides in the radio. I turn it down, but it still flows. The bed's too big, the night's too long. I keep replaying where we went wrong. Every dream's a rerun of you, and I don't know what else to do. I'm chasing your ghost never go. Maybe love is just a haunting song that lingers even when it's gone. I try to move, but every road leads back to what I can't let go. I'm chasing your ghost in the soft moonlight, through every silence of the night. You're gone, but your touch still burns a lesson my heart never learns. I'm chasing your ghost forever slow. You fade, but you never go. And when I finally stop to rest, your ghost still sleeps within my chest. You turned away before the dawn. The room still breathed when you were gone. Your coat still hangs, the clock still hums, but nothing sounds like when love becomes numb. I tried to speak, but my voice was air. You left your silence everywhere. It was a silent goodbye, no tears, no fight, just the fading glow of our last night. You walked away, the world stood still, and I'm here learning how to feel. No promises to break or try, just your silent goodbye. The coffee's cold, your chair still turned, the candle flickers, memories burn. I read our text till morning came. Every word now feels the same. You didn't need to say a word. Your quiet heart was all I heard. It was a silent goodbye. slipped away with no farewell and left a silence I know too well. I whisper stay, but you pass me by with your silent goodbye. And in that hush I realize some endings never need goodbyes. Kept the quiet pieces of you folded deep in pockets of my heart. Your shadow lingers in the doorway like a truth that tears me apart. I trace the silence on my skin where your warmth used to live. Every breath still stumbles over all the things we couldn't give. I tried to hold the light you left, but it slips right through my hands. I learned that loving you meant learning how to break and stand. All the unsaid things between my ribs are trembling like a fault line in the dark. Every word I never spoke still beating softly in my heart. You were the ache I couldn't name, the goodbye I never chose, and now I walk with empty echoes where your faded in memory grows. Your laughter still haunts my windows like a ghost refusing to go. I map the spaces of our distance in the parts of me you'll never know. I held on to the almost moments where we nearly learned to stay, but love that's halfway to the finish still finds a reason to slip away. softness and left only what remains. A quiet girl, a quiet heartbreak, and the ghost of your name. All the unsaid things between my ribs still whisper like a prayer I can't release. Every memory of you dissolves but never fully gives me peace. You were the ache I couldn't name, the wound I learned to breathe through, and in the hollow of my chest lives a love that once was you. Maybe someday the silence will finally let me go, but till then you stay unspoken in the deepest part I never showed. I've been walking through the quiet where your footprints used to be. The walls still hold your laughter, but they never speak to me. I sit with all the memories like I'm hosting ghosts at dawn, trying to find the pieces of a love that's long been gone. I keep reaching for the moments that slip right through your hands. You taught me how a heart can break without a single play. Your absence doesn't miss me back. It never calls my name at night. It doesn't ache the way I do or struggle with searching for what we used to be. Your absence keeps on living like it never once held me. I still trace the lines of yesterday on a heart that won't forget. The stories in your shadow are the ones I regret. Love shouldn't feel like waiting for something that won't return, but I keep lighting candles for a flame that never burns. You let our song fall quiet like it never had a tune, but I still hear the echo every night beneath the moon. Your absence doesn't miss me back. It never calls my name at night. It doesn't ache the way I do or struggle I'll gather all the broken pieces and rise above the fall. Your silence isn't searching for the girl you used to know, so I'll breathe without your shadow and finally let you go. Some goodbyes don't echo, some memories don't stay, but I'll learn to grow in spaces where your absence fades away. I still set the table for two, even though it's only me and the quiet now. Your chair waits like it remembers you somehow. I walk around the things you didn't take, everything untouched for memory's sake. I breathe softly like I might hear you call, but the room just echoes nothing at all. I keep pretending someday you'll return, even when I know the truth still burns. I still keep the space you left, like a promise I never learned to forget. Your shadow lingers in every step, a ghost of love that hasn't left. Even when my heart knows best, I still keep the space you left. Your hoodie hangs where you last placed it, like time froze the moment you erased it. Your name still whispers in the air at night. I trace the memories like fragile lines, hoping they won't fade with time. But every sunrise proves me wrong again, and every sunset feels like losing you then. I try to fill the silence with something new, but nothing fits the shape of you. I still keep the space you left, like a promise I never learned to forget. Your shadow lingers in every step, a ghost of love I still keep the space you left. The room stays still, your absence stays loud, but I'll find my way out somehow. Fall asleep to the sound of your breath, the quiet rhythm I thought would never end. But now the nights feel heavier instead, like every shadow remembers what you said. Your absence settles softly on my skin, a gentle ache that keeps pulling me in. I stand in rooms where you once stood, trying to feel the echoes I understood. And every unspoken word you left behind still circles slowly in the corners of my mind. It's the way your silence held me, stronger than your arms ever could be, wrapped in all the things you didn't say, tangled in the quiet that made me stay. You let me drown without a sound, still I waited, hoping you'd come around. It's the way your silence held me long after you stopped needing me. I tried to read the truth between your sighs, searching for meaning in the fading of your eyes. You touched my hand like you were halfway gone, a lingering warmth that never lasted long. I learned your distance more than I learned your voice, a love that never gave me any choice. We spoke in heartbeats soft and slow, until the quiet grew too loud to hold. And I kept holding on to every fragile part, even when it kept breaking my heart. It's the way your silence held me, stronger than your arms ever could be, wrapped in all the things you didn't say, tangled in the quiet that made me stay. You let me drown without a sound, still I waited, hoping you'd your quiet fades, and finally so do I. You walked away without a sound, left your coffee cup, your ghost around. I tried to breathe, but every breath still tastes like the night you left. Your absence learned to wear my name, and silence never felt the same. It's the way you forgot me, like I was there, like the wind that brushed through your hair. No goodbye, no second glance, just the echo of a broken chance. You moved on like it was easy to be, but I'm still lost in the way you forgot me. The photos fade, but I still stare. Your shadow's gone, yet it lingers there. I trace your smile in the midnight rain, whispering words you'll never say again. You vanished soft like morning's hue, and left me chasing pieces of you. It's the way you forgot me, like I was there, like the wind that brushed through your hair. No goodbye, no second glance, just the echo of a broken chance. You moved on like it was easy to be, but I'm still lost in the way you forgot me. Maybe love was just a flame that burned too bright to keep its name. I still hold on to what's long gone, singing our song when the lights turn on. It's the way you forgot me, quiet and slow, like winter covering all I know. You let me fade with the evening hue, but my heart still remembers you. You moved on like it was meant to be, and I'm still lost in the way you forgot me. If forgetting is peace, I'm still at war, waiting for footsteps that come no more. stars were ours to keep. We built our dreams before we'd sleep. In every word I heard your vow, but time has a way of breaking somehow. I still see your face in every flame, whispering my half of your name. We were almost forever, almost something that time couldn't sever. We held the sun but lost the light. Love so wrong, it felt so right. We were almost forever, but almost doesn't last forever. The photographs don't fade in line. Your touch still lingers between the lines. I close my eyes and count to 10, but you're not coming back again. Every echo still sounds like you, a promise gone before it grew. We were almost forever, almost something that time couldn't sever. We held the sun but lost the light. Love so wrong, it felt so right. We were almost forever, but almost doesn't last forever. Maybe we were just too young to know how fragile love can come and go. We touched the edge of something true, where the edge was sharp and it cut us through. We were almost forever, almost more than hearts could measure. Now I'm standing in the afterglow, everything we'll never know. We were almost forever, but forever said no. I still wear your memory like a scar. Almost forever is what we The lights are on, but the room feels cold. Your jacket's gone, your scent's grown old. I keep pretending you walk through that door, but the echo's all that answers me anymore. You said love would never fade, but even stars forget the promises they made. to gray as your footsteps walk away. I trace the lines where we once met. Your shadow lingers a silhouette of every word we can't forget. What's the color of goodbye? Is it the tear that never dries? Is it silver rain beneath the sky? Or the red that fades from your eyes? If love was every hue we tried, then goodbye's the one we can't describe. The morning light feels bittersweet. Your ghost still hums our melody. Every memory paints me still in tones my heart can't help but feel. I reach for warmth that isn't there. The air still smells of your despair, and I keep breathing what we shared. What's the color of goodbye? Is it the tear that never dries? Is it silver rain beneath the sky? Or the red that fades from your eyes? If love was every hue we tried, then goodbye's the one we can't describe. Maybe it's black where hope once shone, white where pain is overgrown. Maybe it's just the shade unknown, the one you left when you were gone. What's the color of goodbye? It's the sunset in your eyes. It's the blue that hides inside when forever softly dies. If love was painted in our size, and then goodbye's the shade that never lies. And I still see it in the sky. The color of goodbye. I kept the letters you never sent, read between lines that were never meant. You left a ghost where your touch should be, but I still love the memory. Every promise fell like rain. Still I whispered your name, trying to hold on to what slipped away. Empty hands, full heart. I gave you all my broken parts. You took the light and left the dark, and I'm still standing where we fell. You took my world, tore it apart, yet I'm still loving you from afar. So here I stand with nothing to show except a heart that won't let go. Empty hands, it's all I know. I packed away the photographs, but your smile still finds my eyes. I changed the sheets, moved all the frames, but your ghost keeps passing by. I tell my friends I'm doing fine, they believe what I pretend, but the truth is every heartbeat still whispers your name again. I try to stand on my own 2 feet, but one still walks where you used to be. 'Cause half of me's still yours, even after all the closing doors. I'm learning how to breathe alone, but my soul still calls you home. I keep saying I've moved on, but the echo proves me wrong. No matter what I'm fighting for, half of me's still yours. I wear the coat you never liked just to feel a little brave, but the quiet hits me hardest in the spaces you once saved. I try to paint a brand new life, but the colors turn to blue. Every shade I try to choose still somehow leads back to you. I've tried replacing all the pain, but the missing piece remains your name. 'Cause half of me's still yours, even after all the closing doors. I'm learning how to breathe alone, but my soul still calls you home. I keep saying I've moved on, but the echo proves me wrong. No matter what I'm fighting for, half of me's still yours. Maybe someday I'll forget where your shadow used to fall, but tonight I trace the memories like they're written on my wall. 'Cause half of me's still yours, even when my heart is tired and torn. I try to lose the way it feels, but some wounds never learn to heal. If tomorrow finds me strong, I'll remember all along. No matter what I'm reaching for, Kept the light on by the doorway, pretending you might walk back in. Your sweater still lies on the armchair, like it's waiting for your skin. I memorize the quiet evenings where your laughter used to be. Now the silence feels like oceans crashing right in front of me. Every dream I had of us fades the moment I wake up. Good night, my almost, the love I held but never owned. You were a promise near my hand, but slipped away like blowing sand. I wish the stars could rewrite time, but some goodbyes don't leave a sign. So here's my whisper to the dark. Good night, my almost heart. I still replay the near beginnings, all the things we almost said. We danced so close to something real, but stopped right at the edge. I traced the outlines of your shadow on the life we never made. It hurts to know the sweetest parts were the ones that never stayed. I reach for you in empty space, still searching for your fading trace. Good night, my almost, the love I held but never owned. You were a promise near my hand, but slipped away like blowing sand. I wish the stars could rewrite time, but some goodbyes don't leave a sign. So here's my whisper to the dark. Good night, my almost heart. Maybe in another lifetime we'd make it past the uncertain lines, but in this one I'll close the door on what was nearly evermore. Good night, my almost. I'm learning how to let you go, even though a part of me still waits where your light used to glow. If someday we meet again, I'll smile at what we couldn't begin. But tonight I'll set you free at last. Good night, my almost. Good night to what we never had. And in the quiet of the night, I finally tell you goodbye. I still catch you in the corners of the rooms you never loved. Every shadow feels familiar, like it's you I'm dreaming of. I walk slow, afraid to follow footsteps that don't quite exist, but the air remembers softly every moment that I miss. I know you're gone, but somehow your kindness lingers in the air. And I'm holding on to echoes of a love that isn't there. 'Cause the ghost that wears your smile still visits me once in a while, takes me back to every promise I believed for far too long. And the ghost that wears your smile makes the lonely feel worthwhile. Even though you're gone forever, your goodbye still lingers on. Your laughter haunts the hallways like a light I can't turn off. And the nights feel like a movie where I'm stuck inside the loss. I reach out but only silence answers when I say your name. Still your memory keeps knocking like it wants to stay the same. I know healing isn't pretty and the truth cuts like a flame, but the hurt feels less like hurting when I see your smile again. 'Cause the ghost that wears your smile still visits me once in a while, takes me back to every promise I believed for far too long. And the ghost that wears your smile makes the lonely feel worthwhile. Even though you're gone forever, your goodbye still lingers on. Maybe loving you was learning how to lose and still survive, how to live with all the memories that refuse to say goodbye. And the ghost that wears your smile stays with me for just a while, holding pieces of a story I can never rewrite new. And the ghost that wears your smile makes the darkness feel gentle. Though the truth remains unchanging, I'm still half in love with you. So stay if you must linger in the spaces you once knew. If the ghost that wears your smile is the closest thing to you. Heard the quiet in your voice first, like a held back winter rain. You spoke to me in softer echoes, as if love was slipping from its frame. You stopped reaching for my fingers, stopped hurting when I called, and every little pause between us felt louder than the fall. I tried to fill the fading space, but your silence took its place. When you stopped saying saying my name. I still replay the early mornings, coffee steam and tangled sheets. Your laughter used to warm the room. Now it's just a ghost that repeats. I learned to read the empty moments, the ones you thought I'd never trace. But love leaves clues in quiet places, and truth shows up in your face. You drifted further every night till I lost you to the fading light. When you stopped saying my name, the world around me didn't sound the same. Every syllable you never spoke turned into promises you broke. I felt the ending in your breath long before you ever left, and that's when everything changed. When you stopped saying my name. Maybe love doesn't turn to ashes, it just slowly loses flame. And all the things we never mentioned are the ones that still remain. When you stopped saying my name, I finally learned we weren't the same. Every silence you left behind cut deeper than our last goodbye. I kept the pieces you let fall, but you don't need them now at all. So I whisper what you never claimed. Goodbye to you, and to the girl you once named. And your silence lingers, but I'm learning not to answer anymore. We met beneath the fading light, two strangers lost in the quiet night. Your smile felt like a gentle tide, pulling me close where dreams collide. The world stood still just for a while. Our hearts spoke first before our minds. But every spark will fade someday, and every dawn takes a night away. Between hello and goodbye, we lived a lifetime in your eyes. Love was a whisper, love was a fire burning through time. hoping someday I'll smile and let the past just stay between hello and goodbye. You'll always live where my heart lies. You said you'd stay until the dawn, but I woke up and you were gone. Your sweater's hanging by the door, a ghost that doesn't live here anymore. I keep replaying your soft goodbye, the way you couldn't meet my eyes. Was it all just a dream we made, a fragile truth that slowly fades? You left your love between the lines, the last promise still haunts my mind. I'm standing where our hearts collide, still holding on to your last goodbye. The stars don't shine the way they used to. Every light reminds me of you. I try to laugh, but the sound breaks. Echoes falling like heartbreak flakes. I whisper words you'll never hear, but in my chest you stay.